Alright all Which Bookie followers, and welcome back to another video previewing the day 3 action of Royal Ascot. Hasn't been our week so far, to be fair. Yesterday wasn't good, the day before wasn't brilliant either, so hopefully we can turn the corner at some stage. And we've got 4 selections today from the racing, which looks perfectly good racing. Probably, I don't want to tempt fate, obviously, but I feel a little bit more optimistic going into today than I did maybe yesterday. Yesterday looked a hard day, and it proved to be one. But looking at the 305 to start off with the King George V handicap stakes, and I quite like Newfoundland in this, at 15-2 for Aidan O'Brien. I know Aidan O'Brien hasn't exactly done me any turns so far this week, but I do think he's got a very good chance in this. He was a nice maiden winner last time out at Nav, and that form actually is getting put to test at Leopardstown this evening. Now that's of no use to us because we won't know with Como Bay, I think it is, or Como Park, running in the second last race at Leopardstown. I quite like him for that race as well. But Newfoundland, he did it quite nicely the last day. He seems to be a steady improver. I don't think he's overly faced on handicap debut here, and I think if he just manages to stay in the race, he'll come home very, very strong. My only worry is him getting outpaced, a little bit like Anchorage yesterday, and then just plugging on one pace. But at 15-2 each way, 6 places available with Paddy Power, I think he's a decent bet. The 340 is the Ripplesdale Stakes over a mile 4. Even though it's a 6-runner race, it's a pretty decent race, and I really like Magical Lagoon in this for Jesse Harrington and Shane Foley. Hopefully they can get their Royal Ascot meeting up to a kick-start here. She's 2-1 at the moment. I think that's a very fair price given the form she brings into it. Some good 2-year-old form last year, and her one run as a 3-year-old was excellent when second behind Concert Hall. Only just pipped on the post as well. Corsica Joe was back 3.5 lengths behind them for Jura Lyons and Colin Keane, and she's gone out to win 2 races since at listed and pattern levels, so you feel the form is good. I feel a step up to a mile 4 will suit her down to the ground, and I'm hoping she takes the world a beating. The 5 o'clock race, the Britannia Stakes, a tricky enough race, and surprisingly enough, plenty of bookmakers just going the 4 places despite it being a 30-runner contest. The exception to that rule is Boyle Sports, who are going 5 places, and I'll be using Boyles to back Who Put 50 in You for Clive Cox and Adam Kirby at 13-2. I think he's got a decent chance in this. He obviously beat Mighty Ulysses at Haydock last time out, who ran a decent enough race in the St James's Palace on Tuesday. This horse has gone up £8 for that effort, but I think he still might be better than a mark of 98. He's drawn around the fancied horses. There shouldn't be many excuses. And the final race, the 6:10, the Buckingham Palace Stakes. I really like the favourite in this, Montasib. I put him up at 4-1 this morning. You can actually get 9-2 in a few places. I have put him up each way. I'm taking a very risk-adverse way of going about things at Royal Ascot at the moment, but he won in the manner of a group-style horse at Goodwood last time out. I know, again, he's been put up £10. He's got to go and prove it, but I still think there's heaps of improvement to come from him. He's 3 from 3. We don't know where it ends with this horse, and I'm hoping it doesn't end today. Anyway, those are my 4 selections for the Royal Ascot meeting today. Hopefully we'll have a little bit more luck than we have done so in the previous couple of days. And whether it's tonight or tomorrow morning that I see you next, hopefully you stay safe, stay well, land a few bets, and I'll see you then.